And just doing a quick update. I'm doing the first layer camouflage. That is the model color yellow olive. It's a very dark green. It's got a little yellow in it, obviously. That's what it looks like. I'm blue tacking. This is that top turret. And this is what it looks like when it's blue tacked and green. And then I did the battering ram so far. And that has turned out awesome. And then we're going to go in with that Splinter camo in smaller highlight areas. And I think this is really going to really be an awesome looking vehicle. So that's it for right now. Thank you for joining me. And we'll get all this done and show it to you. Thanks for joining me. Bye. Hey, we are well into part 6. I just got the first layer of camo done. Just pulled off all the blue tack. You see up there, this big old... probably bigger than golf ball size chunks of it. So it actually, I've been pretty impressed how it turned out. I still like how my construction grabba is going to look. It turned out really, really nice. I'm going to go in there with the Vallejo Game Color Tomorrow Splinter camo. And probably like an area here we got a little lightness for some reason. I don't know what happened. Maybe this with the airbrush, but that's what it's going to look like basically. I'll make that as the spot, something I missed, and right in here, and then we'll have those little areas of just lighter. It's going to be even more or less than the green, because the green is probably maybe 25% of the total model if you think about it. I made sure I put a lot of blue tack on there. I had to go through all my whole last stash of it, and then I go buy some more. But it's reusable. I just been kneading it, and it's back to almost a pure blue color, and that was like a solid dark green. Love how this ram turned out. Let's see if we get it better in there. That turned out really cool. I did the Death Rolla in the same motif, but that's going to be heavily weathered, because you can't have a Death Rolla looking like it's just freshly painted. So it's going to be really chipped and weathered severely. And obviously haven't painted in the crew yet, just some of the guns. That's just a very base color. I got the Ork guy done up. It looks like I broke a little bit of paint or some off there. It looks like some battle damage already on him. I don't know if you can see way up into there. But it is turning out nice. And I got to paint our little Gretchen rigger. And God, it looks like I could basically just throw a wash on this right now and play it. It looks, pretty good, if I have to say so myself. I'm really impressed how it turned out. So we will continue on with part 6 next time I come back. Probably do the rest of the camo. And then we'll go on from there. This is like, that modeling took a lot of time, drilling holes and figuring out how to fit everything in. And the next time I do this, it'll be a little bit easier. Hopefully it'll be cleaner too. Some of that sprue stuff, I gotta find another way or get a better plastic in there, get some kind of cut up styrene plastic, perfect squares, because that sprue's got a weird oblong shape to it. So it's kind of just had to do my best as rigging with it. You saw how I did it, just like laid it in, glued it, and put a prayer on it, and hopefully it worked. But it looks like it has worked. And it looks like I got all the blue tack up. I'm like finding little chunks here and there. I believe in the inside of the cab, the solid color of the base color. We'll go there heavy, whether that with little, boot prints and a lot of damage into the area where they stand and everything. So we'll end it here. That's 3 minutes of me blabbing, and I don't want to keep this part that much longer. Probably do the next part will be the finish of the camo, and we'll leave that as part 6, and then we'll start going into further detailing and get this thing done. And we got to get the mob done too. I've obviously airbrushing right now has got my whole painting station taken over, so we'll go from there. Probably the camo will be the last of the airbrushing, and then we'll get back to going back and forth with the mob and them, and you'll get another part of the mob maybe in the next 2 days. But as usual, thank you for joining me, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks again. Hey, I'm back. I am just to do a test on that third color in the camouflage scheme I'm doing is a Camouflage Splinter color by Panzer Aces, a Vallejo, basically like a Vallejo model color. And I just did the Death Rolla so far, And so far, so good on that. With a little bit of that white highlight in there. And I'm doing the actual, I'm peeling the def roller right now, getting all the, whatever I have. This is a mixture of blue, white, and orange tack. And make sure you always let the paint cure enough before you start stripping it off, because it'll take the paint off too. And I let this cure for about 3-4 hours. It's a mess, but it comes off real easy once it's like taking gum off, kind of. Well, I'm going to finish stripping this off and wrestling with this, and we'll be back and show you the finished product. Well, I finally got that def roller cleaned up. That was a little harder to clean it up. There's little spots still there. Those spikes really hung on to that the blue tack and orange tack really tightly. But I got a good result out of it. So I think we'll go forward and do the rest of the tank. And it's going to take a lot more blue tack than it did the other two parts, because we're using such small areas to expose for that lighter color. So it's going to take probably maybe 2/3 more of the blue tack on the model. So I got to get big blobs of that ready to go, or just do it in sections like I just did. This section took up probably what I did with half the tank on the first main colors, just to give those little areas and accents to show through. So I say that was a success. And thank you for joining me. We'll be back and get the rest of this tank camouflaged. See you soon. So that was almost like a pound of tack, looks like, on a vehicle. I can see the little gaps where I'm going to hit it with this Splinter Camouflage from Panzer Ace's Vallejo model color. And I just got that mixed with my alcohol 15% and 85% distilled water. And just hitting it with that real easily. You'll see this colors, that paint lays down really nicely mixed like that. Oh, I gotta turn that thing on. There. You can see this automatically working. It's sucking all the fumes out. They're all just lingering right now while I was spraying before I put on the spray booth, and it is working wonderful right now. I'm just going to keep going around and keep doing light coats. And you can see this color slowly changing. Some of the marks go down a little bit. So I'm just going to finish this up. Just going to be laying these light coats over and over again to get that color down. Then I'm going to let it sit for a while, let the paint cure, then pull off this tack, and we'll have the camouflage done. Thank you for joining me. We'll be back. Okay, the camo is done and we're ready to start detailing. So this will be the end of part 6, I believe. Get a little turn there. You can see this, like the little areas where I just highlighted it. We came with the Splinter gray. It's not a huge stark difference. In some of the areas it does look more than others, but I think it came out all pretty nicely all together. I think I had a couple places up here chip. But actually, I'm going to have to chip the thing anyway, so I think I'll leave them, not touch them up, and just add the chips on top of that. So get this thing a little more battle damaged. It looks pretty nice so far. Actually, it's nice just to wash it, leave it as is, but it's got to be orky, so we got to dirty it up a little bit. And I'm going to do something different with the wheels, so they, more metallic. I'll probably do something brownish, grayish on the tires with some metallics, then leave the road wheels and the wheels actually painted like they are and chip them up, so like wear and tear, like been changed and switched around, maybe even change the color on one of them, look like it's been looted. So leave some comments please, and see what you think about it, and we'll be going from here on to part 7 and detailing, get these orks painted up, get the guns all detailed out, get this thing all weathered and metallic and make it look like it's been on a work site and looted out. And that is it for right now. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you again on the next video.